right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
Well, if you did just miss it, they are up and running already. And now they can launch a counter. And it's Goretzka. Well, this is Gnabry. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. That's Dembele. He's left his man. Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Dembele really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Hoists it forward. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Tar. Goretzka. Kimmich. Rabiot. Breaks on here. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Kimmich. Hoists it high. Now it's Gnabry. That's a mistimed tackle, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to go one up. He has spurned it.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Rabiot. Mbappe. And he's cut it out. Goretzka. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Rabiot. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And here's Kane. Sticks in a foot to win it back. Looking to break out here. And here's Dembele. Oh, good ball. Rabiot. Mbappe. Davis tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Kane. He's pinged one through here. And he's there to cut it out. Crunching tackle. That's surely a foul. Free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
What a ball this has turned out to be. Mbappe. Forward it goes. Could be thinking about a shot here. He's gone for it! Good clearance and very necessary. Well positioned to make that interception. Played towards the front men. He's in! Kane. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now surely! Kane. It's Kane! It's there! Just so calm under pressure.
Kane really showed good strength there. Held his man off, didn't let himself get bullied, and got his effort away. Maintained control.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
He's found his man. Time and again they are repelled. Rabiot. Rabiot plays it forward. Kimmich. Dembele. Can he get through? Mbappe. Can he do? He's gone for it! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Hit long and direct. And the half-time whistle goes. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
France need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
And it's Goretzka. Davis. And here's Gnabry. Kimmich. Goretzka. Kimmich. Now can he finish? And he's straight offside. Rabiot. Dembele. Just brushed off the ball there. Now it's Rabiot. And it's played forward. Chance to break. Kimmich. Now it's Kane. He's made sure that that won't get through. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Goretzka tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. And out to safety. And here's Kane. Dinks one in. Forward it goes. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Shapes to shoot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
No way through there. Decent looking ball. And the shot! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
And here's Gnabry. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Keeper's got good distance on that. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Hernandez. Conte. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
That is Conte. Deftly done. Well played, he saw that coming. Gnabry, surely a shot. Great challenge, timed to perfection. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Hoists it forward. Now it's Gnabry. Gnabry going through. Gnabry with the delivery. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. So a chance to deliver a ball into the box. Goes for goal! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in the... Has a hit! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Rabiot, Mbappe, he's got it and he's got time. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Goretzka. And it's Gnabry. Kane. And it's played forward. Mbappe. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Dembele hits one! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
So, a breakthrough already. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. That had to be more accurate. And it's Rabiot. Good take. Has a hit! It's gone a long way up and away. Well, try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Looking to break out here. Kimmich goes looking. Chance to break.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Just brushed off the ball there. Tries to get it forward quickly. Rabiot. It's a loose ball. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Rabiot is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rabiot, great strength, too strong for his opponent. The referee's awarded a free kick. Mbappe. Forward it goes. And here's Gnabry. Well played, he saw that coming. It's come loose. Dembele. Chance! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
France have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
He's got away, striding forward. Shot at goal! They are running! thoughts?
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And he heaves it forward. And it's Rabiot, hit long and direct. And that has put paid to that. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Kane. Kimmich. He's pinged one through here. He's gone for it! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I think he still deserves full marks for making his way through. It was a cracking run.
There's the whistle for half-time. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward. Halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
France are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And the game has already resumed here. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And here's Dembele. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he was thinking about headlines, I'm sure, but he ought to focus more on breaking lines.
And here's Dembele. Mbappe. And it's Dembele. Shoots! And they've been caught out here. Hoists it forward.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
What a ball this has turned out to be. Clearance and very necessary. And it's been taken straight back. It's being played forward. Goes long. It's got through to him. Mbappe. Goretzka plays it forward. A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Gets away from his opponent. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. So a chance here, what can they make of it? Looking to change the direction of the game here. Oh, it's a stunning goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Oh, that is a bit special.
Oh, that was breathtaking. He'll never hit another as well in his whole career.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Well, the first goal came from this. And he's there to clear it. Kane absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Has he picked him out? Keeper's ball. Mbappe, he's got the ball, he's got the space. Referee has just said play on. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's had that put on a plate. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Looking here to cut their deficit. This certainly looks appetising, well with it. It's Kane! It's anyone's ball. Kane! That's a real chance missed.
Well, that's a real shame, because it could have led to a real momentum shift.
Gets up to head it! He's scored! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Hernandez drives it forward. Now it's Gnabry.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Not offside that time. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Gone for a throw-in. Come back to the keeper. France just have to run down the clock. Oh, real danger here. And he's cut it out. Desperate defending required here. Massive leap! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Tries to get it forward quickly. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. The referee has seen enough. France come out on top. Hard fought, impossible to predict. In the end, though, only the result mattered. Your final thoughts, Jim?
France have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not often you'll see a team be so effective by advancing through the middle like that, but this was very impressive, the way they cut through the heart of that defence.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So it's down to business here. And it's Rabiot. That's a good shot! Goal! That's a half-decent try.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go. Kimmich.
It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Gnabry!
Well, I think when you're in that situation, all you can do is tip your hat to the keeper, because that was fantastic.
Good ball. That's Dembele. Going for goal! Goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him. Shoots! Another chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. It's a throw in. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Just brushed off the ball there. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Mbappe. Mbappe! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Goretzka. A real chance to break. Chance! Gnabry! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Danger averted for now. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. And it's Dembele. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Goes for goal! Time to deliver. Has a pop!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Rabiot. Gnabry. Has he picked him out? Mbappe has a hit! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better.
France are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
France grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Forward it goes. And this is Kane. And the finish! It's in!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
This is threatening to become a really good game. He's gone for it! Just off target.
Dembele certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Goretzka. Tar. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Tries to get it forward quickly. Cuts it out. Kimmich. France are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. Tried to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Gets the better of his man. Kane with a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Kane certainly had a very good sight of goal, and he would have fancied a better outcome then.
And here's Kane. Hoists it forward. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's looking to get there first. Done very well to intervene. Can't get the better of his opposite number. And the first half is done. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
France head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2 goals to 1. But if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Kane. Out to the right. And it's Goretzka. Gnabry gets on the end of it. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Kane, Goretzka, and the finish! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
That'll be a throw-in. It's a loose ball. Goretzka.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. seconds on it. Kane, and the shot! And the follow-up! It's a goal! They have come roaring back! Kane did well there, he was onto it in a trice.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
This has become one superb game of football.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And here's Gnabry. Gnabry. Plenty waiting in the middle. And he heaves it forward. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. No foul, says the referee. Chance to break. Mbappe. Well positioned to make that interception. Dinks one in. Oh, good interception. And it's Dembele. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Gnabry. Good take, and he's had a look. Out for a throw. And it's Gnabry. Has a goal!
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Back shapes to shoot! And he's there to hoof it away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Kante, he's on his way.
France merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Who's ball? Who's going to get that?
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And here's Kane. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And here's Kane. All hands on deck for this one. So it's going to be another corner. The message is simple, defend this with your lives.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
And that will be the final act. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. And the manager too unhappy with the outcome, and the fans. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Of course, Manuel Neuer. He doesn't just dominate his area, Peter, he seems to control the whole of the defensive third. He's excellent at mopping up any balls that make it through that defensive line. And what's more, he can often turn those interceptions into lethal counter-attacks too.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, good interception. Well positioned to make that interception. And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Oh, real danger here. Kane, big chance! Rabiot plays it forward. Davis positions himself well and cuts it out. A heavy challenge. Good ball, real chance! Gnabry is flagged offside. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Dembele. That's surely a foul, free kick. And it's Rabiot. That intervention was very necessary. Tries to get it forward quickly. Kane spreads it towards the left. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And here's Gnabry. Chance!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that
range. Gnabry. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. And here's Gnabry, goes for goal! Just off target.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He gets past it, he's gone for it! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Rabiot drives it forward. Going through. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. And it's been taken straight back. Decent looking ball. Has a hit! There it is!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Tries a shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Dembele brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Kimmich proves too strong there. And here's Gnabry. He's made sure that that won't get through. The keeper's got good distance on that. That's offside. Yes, it is. Davis. Kane. Now it's Kane. Hoists it forward. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Now it's Rabiot. Rabiot has been caught there, it's a foul. This an opportunity to pull level. Dembele with a real chance here. Forward it goes. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. And here's Gnabry.
Gnabry really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
He's left his man. Clearance and very necessary. And that's been won straight back. Mbappe. Oh, it's Dembele. Goretzka plays a clever pass. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
France need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. He came in hard, very hard. Kimmich with a definite foul there. Dembele, he's gone for it! And he's straight offside. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he just whacks it away. Time and again they are repelled. Rabiot. Ball through needs to be good here. That's Dembele. Dembele. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Gnabry, he's it, hits one! In for the pieces! Goal! And this is getting better and better. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have a double substitution going on here. So that's two now without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to two, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Kane in with the challenge. No question, that's a foul. And here's Gnabry.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Gnabry looking to get on the end of this. Up for the header! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And it's played forward.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Can he shoot? Heads it! And he heaves it forward.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Now it's Gnabry. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Gets it back. He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. We stand for the national anthem of France. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience...
Mbappe! Kimmich. Gnabry. Good idea, just poorly executed. And it's Dembele. Rabiot. Goretzka. Oh, they can break here. He's pinged one through here. It's got through and... Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
Well, you could see he was eager.
Big chance! Gnabry finds himself offside. Rabiot. And it's played forward. Mbappe. And the shot! Goal!
And what a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on. This could be rather exciting.
Just so calm under pressure.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a eel.
It's Kane! He's got it, and he's got time. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Well, has a hit!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Gnabry. Tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe! A chance! Going for goal! And here's Gnabry. He spotted the run and played him through. Gets it back. Forward it goes. And it's Rabiot. He's had a goal! Goal! France! And they're back in front. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
France take the lead.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Gnabry. Kane, he's gone for it! It's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how...
That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Gnabry. Hoists it forward. And now the breakaway. Just the keeper to beat! He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Kimmich. A real chance and a real let-off. And it's Kane. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Dembele. And he's cut it out. Now a chance to break. And it's Gnabry. Battles to win it back.
Kane really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
That had to be more accurate. Rabiot. Mbappe. Now the counter. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. Game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. Already up and running for the second half. No complaints about that challenge, robust but fair. Real chance! He's delivered all right!
Oh, the skipper has made such an important difference to put them in the lead again, but they can't afford to retreat and defend for the rest of this second half. To do that would invite trouble. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. France get themselves into the lead.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Not offside that time. Rabiot drives it forward. That's Dembele. Gets on the... has a goal! He scores! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
That'll be a throw-in. Gnabry with good energy in defence as well.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Out to the left it goes. Hernandez. Conte can't get the better of his opposite number, and the counter is on. Now it's Gnabry. Chance! An uncompromising challenge.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Well read, he sorted that out. That's a good ball to find him. And here's Gnabry. Good clearance and very necessary. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Mbappe, good challenge, he just stood firm. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Conte. He's got away. And now they can launch a counter. Gnabry. He's had a shot. Oh, reeled. In he goes again. They've done it. That was a given. It always was.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And that could be trouble. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And the whistle's gone. Presumably for offside. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Again the flag's up. The shot! And that is that. France winners by the odd goal. It really could have gone either way, but a win is a win. Your thoughts on today's game, Mentor? So it's away we go then. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. It's compared to a promising move. Real chance! Oh, it's got in!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, games like this, Peter, can often hinge on the smallest of details, so you have to wonder what effect it's going to have on everybody on this pitch now.
And here's Gnabry. Keeper's got good distance on that. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Kane! Great strike! But the keeper's equal to it. And it's been taken straight back. Chance! Goes for goal! And in it goes!
Gnabry very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
And that has added a whole new complex. Has a pop! Cleared away. Kimmich has been caught there, it's a foul. Goretzka. Now it's Kane. He's off, has a hit! Looks to bypass the midfield. And it's Gnabry. He's had a shot! Hoists it forward, looking to break out here. Oh, he's broken through. That is terrific skill.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And here's Gnabry. Gnabry gets flagged offside. Rabiot is flagged offside. Kane. And it's played forward. Well, that's where he wants it. Gnabry. He's got it, and he's got time. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Goretzka. Mbappe. Oh, it's Dembele. Mbappe. Davis goes looking. Rabiot. Mbappe. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Mbappe. Timely intervention. Tar. Goretzka. Davis plays it long, cuts it out. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Now it's Kane. Looking to force his way through. And the shot! And yes, it's there! And the comeback is complete. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, look, it's always great to see a solo effort with a goal. It's the ideal combination of pace and control.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Mbappe. Kimmich. Just brushed off the ball there. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Hernandez plays it forward quickly. That's offside. Yes, it is. He's pulled him up for that challenge. And he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. And here's Goretzka. Oh, sweet feet. Now surely. It's anyone's ball. And he's cut it out. Has a hit! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
The action has already resumed here.
France need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition...
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Kimmich. Dembele. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, they're being cut out too much for my liking. It's not rocket science.
Oh, it's Dembele. Mbappe. Kimmich. Davis. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Decent looking... That's a pop! In it goes! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
France are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So all square and not for the first time.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
That's it, and now what? Davis tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Gnabry. Now it's Kane. Keeper sends it forward. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he...
Kane! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
France get it back again. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And here's Kane. The referee's awarded a free kick. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Kane ready to try one. He's gone to rear. Oh, it's come off the upright. Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking the cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Oh, he's overhit it. Oh, managed to get it away. Forward goes. Out to the left it goes. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Davis. Now it's Kane. And here's Gnabry. That's clear cut, it's a free kick.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well played, he saw that coming. Good idea, just poorly executed. Caught offside that time.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Quick glance at goal.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Mbappe is on his own. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose. Davis can hoist it clear. Now it's Kane. Gnabry. And he's straight offside.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Gnabry. Oh, good take in a good area. Kane shapes to shoot! Sensational from Kane! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Dinks one in. Dinked in. Now it's Gnabry. Gnabry. He's gone for it. Oh, taken with style. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. A moment that needed composure. And time is up. France just couldn't kill it off. They let their opponents back into it and let it get away. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it was engaging, if not an edge of your seat encounter, and importantly, it offered the right result.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Of course, Manuel Neuer. He doesn't just dominate his area, Peter, he seems to control the whole of the defensive third. He's excellent at mopping up, and he
Has a pop! Rabiot. Forward it goes. Nicely measured pass. Face to face with the keeper. Has a goal! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rabiot battles to win it back. Davis.
Kimmich.
Plays it out to the flank. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Goretzka. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Defender's on the back foot. He's picked him out. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Hoists it forward. He's through. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And he's there to hoof it away. And it's played forward.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
That's Dembele. Mbappe is flagged offside.
Kane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Has gone out. Mbappe! And the ball, and they've been caught out, going for goal! Good clearance and very necessary.
Kimmich.
Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. And here's Dembele. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Goretzka positions himself well and cuts it out. Tar. And it's Goretzka. Well weighted. Kane. Beautifully done. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. That's Dembele. Shoots! And that's been levered clear. And the defence can get it clear. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. And it's been taken straight back. Precious little by way of goal-mouth action yet. It looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. And here's Dembele.
Kimmich.
Cuts it out. Gets away from his opponent. Good ball. Big chance! It's in! time imminent! What a time to score!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level.
Goes for goal! And the first 45 minutes are up. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
The action has already resumed here.
France need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Kimmich. He's got through. Oh, he's broken through. It's Kane! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Kane made himself the key component of a very good move. That's how you get behind the defence.
Gnabry shapes to shoot. He scores! And with that goal comes comfort. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant setup and finish.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Mbappe! That's good defending, very good defending. And it's hoisted clear. He's looking to get there first. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to...
Just the keeper to beat! Gets the better of his man. Rabiot. Davis gets into the right position to intercept. And here's Gnabry. Tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Kimmich goes looking. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
Dembele, coaxed through there, back into the middle. Mbappe, dangerous looking ball, and it's come to nothing. And it's Gnabry. Cut out in the nick of time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
It's a brilliant interception. Gets good distance on it. And here's the chance to counter. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And the counter is on.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Rabiot. Gets a good foot in there. Rabiot. This could spell danger. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Guerrero. And here's Dembele. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Guerrero. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. And that's that. France puffed and puffed, but in the end, no joy. That's the game. The result is what matters, and this result is cruel. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.